Hey folks, welcome back. Well, apparently the cat is out of the bag. That's right. All the angst, the hand-wringing, people's feelings were hurt, the anger over what is going on at Morning Shot. Well, Byron Shepard found himself in a very awkward position, not free to disclose what was happening, and he shared what he could share. But apparently that did make some people happy. Most people seem to be pretty happy, but some people had issues with it. Well, now you know what's going on. City Press has run a story today. There was a story in Afrikaans media yesterday. A controversial podcaster and conservative social media activist, Roman Cabanac, has been appointed as the chief of staff in the office of the Minister of Agriculture, John Steenhusien. Now, City Press writer Johan Ebers ran this clickbait title. Now, to be fair to Mr. Ebers, as I know, having been published, oftentimes you have no say over what the actual title of your article is, or your book, or your chapter in a book. Many times it's the editor. But City Press writer Johan Ebers pens an article entitled, Steenhusien appoints controversial right-winger in key role. Now, does the City Press run articles calling Gabe McKenzie a controversial right-winger? He is a right-wing person on the political spectrum. What about Julius Malema being a controversial left-winger? Well, he is a controversial left-winger, but it's strange. The phrase left-winger seems to be entirely absent in legacy media. Only when seeking a slur do media come up with the nonsense to tar those right of center in the political spectrum by calling them right-wingers. City Press states that according to Roman Cabanac, his previous experience with large teams in the private sector and the nonprofit sector make him a suitable candidate for the position. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I've run multi-billion-dollar enterprises with thousands of workers on multiple continents in peacetime and in war. What the heck is that? Excuse me, just a second, guys. Hang on. Sorry about this. Yeah, hello. Yes, sorry. I was busy recording. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I can take a call from John Steenhusien. Oh, he's offering me a position because of my experience. Well, that's very kind of him, but I'm kind of busy right now. Sorry. Sorry about that, folks. Now, in this article, Roman went on to say that he did not have a personal relationship with John Steenhusien before his appointment. He said the following, I'm very confident with the appointment because, fortunately, there are not many woke people at the Department of Agriculture as we are here to work. I am, therefore, not bothered if the woke crowd is critical of my appointment. Well, folks, probably not the best thing to say after the journalist just called you right-wing. Just saying. I mean, this only stokes the fires in a Trump-esque fashion, not the sort of thing you want to put out there. Now, City Press also claims that Cabanac has been involved in many controversies on Twitter in the past and has gained particular notoriety for controversial political statements. Well, to be fair, Roman is cheeky. He does like to push the button, but oftentimes we wonder if it's just political hyperbole. As a co-host of the Renegade Report, he purportedly upset several Jewish listeners after interviewing Nazi sympathizers. Now, according to the South Africa Jewish Report, a writer and journalist from Johannesburg, Neshma Brody, objected in 2019 to Cabanac's online conversations with a bunch of alternative right-wing thinkers, one of whom had Nazi beliefs. Now, Brody argued that Cabanac allowed racist and anti-Semitic remarks without even questioning or debating them. Interesting. Is there any context missing here? Now, journalist Neshma Brody, in her controversial left-wing book, Farm Killings in South Africa. You see how I did that? You see that? No evidence offered, not having even read the book, an assertion that it's controversial and left-wing. Folks, I have no idea. I've never read the book. You can go ahead and read it for yourself and reach your own conclusions. But you see how that's done in the legacy media? Just like that. Controversial left-wing book. Yeah. Who knows whether it is or isn't. As I was saying, in her book, Neshma Brody concluded that while the chanting of the song Kill the Boer might correlate to increased levels of violence, the song itself was not the cause. Really? Did a PhD in journalism prepare her for that research and reaching those conclusions? Probably. I'll have to read her book. In February, in a conversation with Gareth Cliff on Cliff Central, Roman expressed his views on local politicians and the political landscape in South Africa. This one's actually entertaining because this is not long before he took up this position. Now, he told Gareth, all political parties are just moronic. We no longer have a state. It doesn't matter who takes over. John Steenhusien and Helen Zille can run this country as a theocracy for 10 years. It doesn't matter. There's no army. There are no borders. There's no police. What are they going to do? Fix a few potholes? True, he said that. But then I suppose political hyperbole must be lost on the folks over at City Press. Have you heard what JFK Jr. once said about Donald Trump? I mean, look at how Helen Zille and Fikile Mbalula were swapping spit at the Independent Electoral Commission voting count center when it became clear that they had to jump in bed together, so to speak, in a grand coalition. Political hyperbole. I really don't think that what Ramon Cabanac was saying was a statement of fact, or it was intended as a statement of fact. There's no borders. Well, of course there's borders, just poorly maintained. There's no army. Of course there's an army. It's just underfunded and in poor state. There's no police. Well, of course there are police. There's 187,000 South African Police Service police officers and staff. So it's hyperbole. Why even include that in a comment? That's just an effort to denigrate and to slur the reputation of Ramon Cabanac. Look, Ramon can do that on his own. He's quite a cheeky individual. If he wants to damage his reputation, he can do it. He doesn't need legacy media telling fairy tales about him. He is controversial, I suppose, if he hurts the feelings of some people, gives some people chest pains. But he certainly does do the cheeky things that will draw attention. And that's probably what it's all about, drawing attention. Anyway, there you have it, folks. The cat is out of the bag. Controversial right-winger Ramon Cabanac, now working for John Steenhusien in the Department or Ministry of Agriculture. There you have it. Well, it's Department of Agriculture. Yeah, I think that's what they call it in South Africa. Thanks a lot, folks. Be sure to leave a comment behind. We'd appreciate it. And I don't have any controversial left-wing or right-wing books currently in publication. Take care.